Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Bracelet video, and today we are going to be showcasing one of the brand new characters, and this time we are showcasing Amagai, Shusuke Amagai. Finally, the BAKKOUTO, I don't know what this form is called. Let me actually see if they actually mention it. It is Bankai, right? But I'm pretty sure they have another name. So Shusuke's appearance after he absorbed an enormous amount of spiritual pressure and fused with his black dragon-like BAKKOUTO. Okay, so I was kind of right. In order to release himself from his own fate, he unleashed the fire vengeance to burn everything in his grounds. So honestly, like, appearance-wise, this is why I kind of wanted him in the game again. I haven't seen this filler arc, but I'm kind of interested. I might have to go watch it now, because yeah, like, this form of Amagai just looks kind of clean. And I literally, like, 2 years ago, I said I want this form in game to have a playable character, because we have it in story. Like, you can go against him in story. So now, that being said, he's finally here, and this time, he's a PvP character, and honestly, not a bad character. Now, he isn't the best PvP character, I will say, because it's just the way they designed him, really. He's nothing like, he's not going to impact the meta as people might think he would, or something like that. Before we do get into the showcase, massive shoutouts to Kaiser again for lending me their account to showcases, and yesterday we did showcase Makoto, so check that out if you haven't. So today, Makoto, like I said, for a PvP character, I mean, he performs quite well, right? The thing about him, one, he inflicts burn. Burn is... well, it makes sense why he inflicts burn. I'm not saying he shouldn't inflict burn, but it's not really an element you want to really inflict in PvP. So, because of that, brings him down quite a bit. He's also a captain himself and a captain killer, and that means the only two characters he has, I guess, killer advantage against is Weaken and one-armed Yama. That's basically the two, and I guess Retsu too, if you see Retsu. So 3 characters. Technically 4 of you can count himself, so you know, it's not really the best thing, right? Because I think the other, well, he's definitely gonna destroy Retsu. Against Yamamoto, he probably should do better. Against Weaken, though, you know, he might beat Weaken, but if Weaken does Weaken, hence his name, then this Amagai is going to lose. And against anyone else, I feel like he's not going to really compare well. So that's basically about him in PvP. So we're going to showcase him today in PvE. We're going to test him out in the Epic Raid and also test him out, I guess, in a game or two of PvP. Now, this isn't my account, so I'm not really sure if I should be using Kaiser's PvP tickets, so we'll see at the end. That being said, though, let's actually talk about this character. So, like I said, Amagai's not a bad character whatsoever, even for a PvE character. Sorry. He's a PvP character, but even for PvE gameplay, he's quite fun. Honestly, he doesn't really have a bad kit. So, let's talk about his stuff. So, first skill is Sprinter +1, standard nowadays. I don't know why I keep saying that. Every character has Sprinter except Bankai. So, it's literally expected. If you don't have it, then something's wrong. He also has Flurry, which has become the standard for the last, like, 9 or so months. So, that's really nice to see. That doubles his normal attack hits. Basically, the skill you really want if you're an ad character. He also has Berserker +50%. So, that does allow you to do a hybrid build. I wouldn't really recommend it. It can work, but, you know, it's whatever. But he can do it. That's all I can really say about that. Debilitator +2, because he does inflict burn. Poise, so that means when you take damage, you're not going to get staggered. Very, very good and very, very important if you are a PvP-based character, because if you don't have Poise, then you're going to struggle quite a bit. Best example is Oetsu. Oetsu would actually be top tier in PvP, despite the fact that he does like DR, had he been given Poise. And obviously, it's fine that he didn't get it, because he's obviously not a PvP character. Same goes for Tokinari, even though you can still make them work. He also has that extra 20% NAD, which is very, very good. And then to top it off, we have this right here. Mind Attribute Soul Reaper damage, no attack damage plus 20%. So that does count for himself. So he basically has 40% bruiser. And 20% of that is going to your teammates if you are a Mind Soul Reaper character. Now, looking at the list, so we hop over to the album, you'll see there's not a lot of good Mind Soul Reapers. I will say that, especially if you're trying to, you know, team build with this character. So as you can see in the album, you can see who he boosts right here, right? But like, it questions like who really goes well with him. Kiryu might be good, but when are you ever going to use them in the same team? You're not going to use them both in Guild Quest because they have different killers. You're not really going to ever use them in Epic Raids because, you know, unless they're both bonuses at the same time, then yeah. So the only 2 characters I can really see that getting a buff from this is Full Hollow Ichigo, which you can both use in a PvP team, so that's kind of cool. You can maybe get some team building going with this. And also, funny enough, a character we all kind of hate, Mind Shunsumi, this character right here, who actually is, if you do ever get him 5 out of 5, can perform quite well in PvP. And he also does have an Aranka killer, so, you know, if you ever do Max Transcend him one day, I've seen some clips of him, he can perform quite well in PvP, like every Max Transcend character, but he does have Poise. He doesn't have Flurry, but the Poise does allow him to be a bit usable. So a team of Ichigo Full Hollow version, Shusuke, and the Shunsui might be quite good, honestly, if you have them transcended. But to do that, the resources it takes to do that. And, you know, I don't even have free accessories to put on mine characters. So that looks like a team that, you know, someone might not make for a while. But it can work. So, yeah. I mean, I guess Shunsui, you know, it's a bit hit or miss, but I can see teams working quite well with full Hollow Ichigo and the Shusuke, but I don't think it's that optimal. So that's basically how I feel about his team buff, but it is nice to have, right? It is nice to have. So that being said, let's test him out in PvE, but before we do that, let's quickly show you the build we're doing today. So we have, I need to put the links on. Alright, so this is the build we are going with today. No Golden Chappie this time, but that's fine. We have the Wooden Sword with 30% attack, we have the Hollow Bait with 30% attack, and we also have the Chappie with 30% attack, and then we also have the Shunsui Ichigo giving us a 25 NAD, Shunsui with the 20, and then we also have the Sajin with another 20, and let's just test out how he is in PvE. Alright, so here we are in the PvE part of the showcase, I guess. So, I should test him out in co-op. Technically, that would be the best place to showcase him. But the thing is, this character, I wouldn't really advise using into co-op. NAD characters in general, I don't like bringing into co-op, except if your name is Tokinara, because you are a ranged character. Now, he is a NAD-based character, or melee character, sorry. So that means he does have that 375 range that every NAD character is getting. It could have been better, I mean, if they ever give a character long range. And I think that's going to be the next step of power creep going forward after the 5th anniversary. We're going to start getting these flurry characters, maybe with a bit higher bruiser, but also give them long reach so they have a better NAD string than the current flurry characters. That's what I expect to start seeing in the coming months, sometime after the anniversary. So as this character, for his NAD string, very, very good. So what you're going to see here, 1, 2 is his NAD, right? That's basically the 375 radius. And then the 3rd and 4th hit, boom, boom, kind of have an AoE radius around him. So that means if you do somehow miss the enemy, because he doesn't have the greatest range, like every recent non-attack character, it means you can actually hit the enemies around you, if you do miss them. So that's kind of nice. I do kind of like those NAD strings. As for his SA1, it's a lunge forward. A decent lunge, honestly. It's not like the greatest lunge, but it's not bad. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot better. So I'm a fan of it. I like it. His second is an 800 radius AoE in front of him. Good strong attack to have for a NAD character, honestly. And then his third, if we go to these enemies, is a full screen, which looks quite nice. And we kind of got a lag there. And I somehow got hit. I don't know how I got hit there. But yeah, for a NAD character, like, he actually really does have a good kit. Like, it doesn't really matter that much, because most of the time you're just, you know, you're just basically doing it to guard break, because that's definitely one of the biggest drawbacks about him, in a sense that he doesn't have guard break. But it makes sense why he doesn't. He's a PvP character. You can use him in PvE, but technically you're supposed to be using him in PvP, or Epic Raid, or Guild Quest, and he's definitely going to shine a lot in those two game modes, and we might try and see if we can solo Epic Raids with this character. Now, I do need to be careful not to take any damage, because I just realized they have Killer again against us. So let's use our SA3. And I will say, his and Bambietta's SA3 are by far one of the most visually impressive essays in the game. I don't know why, I just like the burn effect that covers up the whole screen. It can be a good and bad thing, to be fair, I will say, because when I remember using Bambietta in Epic Raids, and it's a hassle to use her third SA when you're getting attacks thrown at you. So you got to try and be careful not to, you know, fully block your view, especially if there is everyone in your game using the same strong attack. So, yeah, I will say, using him in this gameplay right now, it's okay. For a NAD character, he performs like everyone else, really. No standout performance right here. He's just a normal NAD character. That's really all it is to say about him. I guess this is like the best you can showcase for PvE. You know, again, he's not really supposed to be used for this type of content, but he does. You're pretty much guaranteed to auto it if you do give him some DR links. I will say that. I can't, unfortunately, showcase him in Guild Quest, because I don't have him. And also, it's not Sorry per week, so we can't do that. Even next week, when it is Sorry per week. Sorry, I meant Captain Week, not Sorry. So we have to wait 3 more weeks to see how good he's going to perform there. But he should, honestly, perform quite good there. Especially if you do have the full Hollow Ichigo in your team, where he's then going to get that extra 20% bruiser, which might help you quite a bit. So here we are onto the final stage. We're going to use our special one, which I do think looks quite cool. So, yeet! Although I kind of got to be safe here. Not to make sure to die. There we go. So let's just do this. There we go. We finish up. So around 13k NAD here. I mean, that's not bad. No Transcendent into him. That's expected. And we didn't go with the low stamina damage build. If we did, we might have got some good damage there. But yeah, honestly, just fine. Honestly, just fine. Nothing too amazing. Nothing too disappointing. He's a NAD character at the end of the day that's mainly supposed to be used for PvP, so he performs as expected. And that's how I like to think about it. So that being said, we're going to now bring him into Epic Raid and see if he can actually solo the final boss, or the Iron boss, and see if he can actually do enough damage. He doesn't have Killer. He isn't any Transcendence into him, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here we are in the Epic Raid part of the video, and we're going to try and see if we can actually beat the boss. Now, this is the Awakened version, and I'm not sure if I know the exact pattern, so I'm going to try and play it safe. And I will, if I die past 3 minutes, I'll just say we can do maths to calculate how much damage we might be able to do, because I don't want to spend here all day. I only have half an hour before this Epic Raid or day resets, and I want to try and do another showcase on another character, so we have to try and be quick right here, right? So, same build, exact same build. We have the same accessories, same links. Let's just go, let's see how he performs, and he should do decently well, right? A flurry character with 40% bruiser and the, extra damage that we do get from being a bonus character. So, we might be able to do a lot of damage here. And I'm excited to see, I guess, how much we're going to do. So, around 20Ks on our nads. Yeah, we'll see. So, I might have to skip this part. I will show you the first phase, I guess. So, that was, like, the easy parts to dodge. Now, because we are a melee character, we can't really attack. We have to wait for the attacks to finish before we can start going and doing our damage. And it's definitely going to be on the slower side. So I'm going to do here, do that, and then back up. There we go. I need to make sure I don't forget the pattern. Alright. So I think that's the pattern. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip to the second phase and see how long that takes. Alright. So it took us 3 minutes to clear that first phase. Now, on the slower side, it's kind of expected, I guess. I thought, I don't know. I thought I'd do more damage with this character, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's... Okay, I think I messed up here. Oh, no, we good. Okay, we took damage, but no worries. So, I think it's more so got to do with Ion. I realized this a few times. I think I'm dead here. Oh, no, we're still alive. Oh, alright. So, yeah, I've realized that even when we tried to use these Stern Ritters in the first non-awakened version, he attacks way too much. And a lot of times, especially in the first phase, if you're by yourself and you're a melee character, not a strong attack character, you're spending more time dodging than you are attacking. So that's one, I guess, thing you can say. And we got hit there, actually. Oh, are we dead? Oh, okay, hold on. I've been slacking on this Epic Raid. I'm not sure if I'm doing the pattern right. Okay, so far so good. Oh, I didn't know he did double attacks there. So, we, you know what, we got 50%. We're about to get 50% as long as I don't die here. We should get to that point. So that's fine, honestly. If you have two Shusukes, no max Transcendence, no Transcendent investment at all, then you will be able to beat it. So that's kind of cool, right? To know. I back up. And yeah, let's get that 50% and then we can end it here because I don't need to continue after that. We know how much damage you can do. I guess that's fine. Oh, almost died there. Okay. So there you go. 45%. We did 66% damage against this boss. No max Transcendent. Do you know what? That's fine. I think the last time I actually tried to do a solo run was with a max Transcendent character. So that's why I kind of had the expectation that I would go in and beat it. So I guess this is actually fine. Although I do wish Caleb would finally add a damage indicator, so like we knew exactly how much damage we did in the course of those 5 minutes. But yeah, 66% damage. We'll take that. We'll take that. So we tested him in PvE, kind of, right? It was mainly just to showcase his build. With this NAD character, because he is a PvP based character, there's not really much to show when it comes to PvE type of content because they all play the same. He's not really any different compared to Arskin or Broken or Weak. No, I guess Broken's kind of old, but you know what I mean. Weak and Chad, they're all the same characters, maybe with a few exceptions. So I guess I will bring him into PvP now. So I hope Kaiser, if you're watching this, because I know you are going to be watching this, I hope you don't mind me using your free PvP tickets. I'll try and get you those dubs though. I'll try and get you those dubs. Alright, so before we actually do get into that, this is the build we're going with. We have basically the exact same build. We took off the hollow bait for a coat, so we have more stamina. We kind of want to have that, especially in PvP. And then we changed the NAD links for the DR links, and let's go. Our team is going to be this team on screen right now. So we have Arskin in the middle, we have SHUSUKE on the left, or right, I'm not sure which side they go on, and then we have Chad. So this is kind of the team build I'm going with this. Arskin's debuff is very important to help our team. If we do get that off, that means we're going to have the advantage, especially if the other team doesn't have a Arskin or they themselves don't have a boost character for some reason. And then we also have Chad to also boost our team. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, again, Kaiser, I'm going to try and get you some wins, but I'm going to try and get you some wins. We're not here to lose. Lucky for you, you are in Lieutenant's League. You are currently in the, I guess, safe zone, so you should be fine. And you're on a win streak. I'm going to try and hope not to lose this. So, we're going to go against some specific enemies. So, we actually want to change that do this one right here. And we're going to go against someone with similar power level. I will go against this person here. Let's hope we win this. So Askin is going to have attribute advantage. Again, it's more so a Shusuke showcase or Amagai showcase. But it's kind of hard to do that in PvP because you don't really get to see who you go against. So Amagai is going against... Ooh. Yoicks. Unfortunately, this might not go well for Amagai. We'll see how it goes, actually. So... Woo! Woo! Okay. He took it again. He went against Aaroniero. I don't think either of them had any transcendence into him, but that's fine. Yeah, I think he did win. He slowly kept it, which was quite surprising. I thought my guy was surely dead there. So that's one down. Again, I mean, with the way PvP is, it's kind of hard to really test him out as well. Like, he doesn't really have any, like, proper examples to go against. I guess he can go against Retsu, but we all know he can beat Retsu anyway. So let's keep refreshing. Alright, so this one we're going to go against Leo. We changed our strategy to attribute because the main character is a weaken, and I don't really want to switch the team around. So we're just going to go with attribute. Let's go against, hopefully we do have some attribute advantage. Any purple characters? No. They both use attribute, so this one's going to be a bit tough. We need to see who's going to activate their SA2 first. So we activated our boost. Amagai is absolutely getting clapped by Askin, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh. Kaiser, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I just lost your win streak. My apology, guy. Oh, no. We got unfortunate there. The weekend did kind of screw us. Amagai, yeah. That's all I got to say. I mean, he's a banned character. It's really not that impressive. I'm not going to lie. So I kind of said this before we went into the gameplay or when we saw his stats and skills. He's going to be a decent PvP character, but he's not going to be the best. And unless you dupe him up, then it's going to be a bit tough to try and use him. So I want to see if I can find a hard character. Because I want to see him go against that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Alright, so we're going to stick with the attribute strategy. I think it's going to just work quite well. Let's see how quick he decimates a Retsu. Right? Retsu's kind of old news now. But let's see it. Because I guess that's like the counter he's going to go against. This is like an old team. No Ichibe, no Noitoro or Askin. So we should actually whoop this up. We do have attribute advantage against all of them. And, I mean, he killed her, almost died, but that Retsu might have had some dupes into her, I'm not quite kind of sure. So, yeah, that's basically the showcase, I guess. I think it went quite well. At the end of the day, he is a PvP character. PvE-wise, there's not really much to talk about. He can auto content. That's what he's kind of expected to do. For guild quests, he will perform quite well there as a support character. Not really the best, but, you know, he is a cool character. I do think he's worth going for. Not in this banner, though. I will say wait for him to become a filler. He is cool, though. I mean, look at the model. Like, he really does look cool. Like, a filler character, filler, like I said in yesterday's video, filler characters are always quite cool. I do like them. I like the design, and I might have to go watch the Zanpakuto. No, I'm about to say Zanpakuto arc. I did watch the Zanpakuto arc, and that's when they came out into the game. So maybe now I might have to go watch the SHUSUKE AMAGAI arc, because this character does look quite cool. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smack the like, share, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think about this character in the comments below. And again, massive shout out to Kaiser for lending me their account. And I'm sorry, I lost your PvP win streak, but I think you're fine. So I'll see you later in the next one. Peace.